How can expert poker value betting win huge pots? Have you ever wondered how expert poker players manage to win those massive pots? One of the key strategies they use is value betting. This technique involves placing bets when they believe they have the best hand, aiming to extract as many chips as possible from opponents with weaker hands. Let's break down how this works in detail. First, experts analyze their opponents' possible hand ranges. They try to figure out if their opponents are likely holding weaker hands that would call a bet. For instance, if a player often calls with second-best pairs or drawing hands, value betting becomes a smart move. The strategy shifts based on whether opponents are loose, meaning they call often, or tight, meaning they fold more frequently. Against loose players, experts may place thinner value bets with moderately strong hands. Against tight players, they wait for stronger hands to make their value bets. Next, the size of the bet is very important. The bet should be big enough to build the pot but not so large that it scares off opponents with weaker hands. A common practice is to bet around half the pot size post-flop. This amount encourages calls without risking too much of your stack. Another factor to consider is table image. If a player is seen as aggressive, opponents may be more likely to call their bets. This allows for more frequent value bets. On the other hand, if a player is perceived as tight, they may need to have stronger hands to get called. There is also a spectrum of value betting to consider. This ranges from fat value bets, where the hand strength is clearly superior, to thin value bets, where the edge is smaller but still positive. Skilled players know when to make these thin value bets to maximize their profits over time. Finally, expert players analyze the board texture. They assess the risk of opponents improving their hands. On dangerous boards where opponents might have draws or better hands, they are cautious about how often and how much they bet for value. By combining these tactics, reading opponents, choosing proper bet sizes, adjusting to table image, and evaluating hand strength relative to the board, expert players can maximize the size of the pots they win when holding strong hands. This is how they win huge pots through value betting.